What's up, guys? This is Nick Vitus with the Vitus Garage Auto Blog, and we are here with our 63 T-Bird. So recently I did a trip to Oregon and I took a lot of video, and instead of putting it landscape, I put it portrait. So the video isn't like the best video I've ever done, but I think the video still turned out pretty cool. Check it out. Basically, I was so excited. I think that's where I messed that up. I haven't done that since the beginning of making these videos, but I think the video still turned out really cool. So as you're watching it, stick it out because it's pretty cool. If you go to the bird's nest, you will find all sorts of parts. They can sell you new old stock. They can sell you remanufactured parts. They have so many parts that it's pretty awesome. So if you've got a T-Bird of any year, definitely hit them up. Matt treated me like gold, took care of me, and basically treated me like family the whole time I was there, and showed off T-Bird stuff. And then we went and looked at, in the end of the video, we'll see where we actually went and looked at other T-Bird stuff with like different T-Bird guys in the Pacific Northwest. And then one gentleman towards the end of the video actually has a ton of Edsels, and that was too cool not to film. That was so awesome. So guys, I'm big on respect, and I really thought it was super awesome that I got a big family. I can't always just afford to do some things I want to. And this was an example of Matt really took good care of me. And so thank you, Matt. And guys, honestly, the bird's nest has been my favorite place to get parts. I'm not saying the other guys aren't good, or I'm not bashing on anybody. But as far as me and what I've used, the bird's nest has really taken good care of me. Ghost, every part that I could, I got from the bird's nest. So I think a couple parts came from Rock Auto just because, but that was like when I was first starting. They actually have everything. They even test the entire car on a wire panel so they can test different things. They test all their stuff. They have a door hung so they can test the window motors. Like, they really take a lot of pride in their craft. And they're good guys. So if you haven't given them a chance, give them a chance. I'm not getting paid to do it. I just, at this point, I really truly consider Matt a friend of mine, and I have the utmost respect for him and his crew, his family, and everybody that treated me like gold while I was there. If any of them are watching, thank you. And I feel like I got a bunch of friends out of it. But I can tell you this, T-Birds are a hobby that I love. And I don't know, it's kind of cool to meet other guys that are into the same stuff. You know what I mean? So throughout this video, keep watching it. Let me know what you guys think. But here we go. This is my trip to Oregon, visiting the bird's nest and getting a quick getaway, just playing with cars. All right, guys, check it out.
What's up, guys? Nick Vitus of the Vitus Garage Auto Blog. The surprise is I'm in Oregon. I'm actually taking out T-Bird stuff with Matt. Check it out. Man, that's awesome.
He'll be in the 50s. For the 50s, I guess it was, but yeah.
That's pretty awesome, though. And then even, I know they're...
look now, but, look at the berry bushes.
Yeah.
It's only been, I think it's been 10 years, maybe, since they clear cut that.
Oh, dang, so you got a few cars.
Yeah. So this is a 66. This one is this one I take to a lot of local shows. I just got this new car cover for it because the cast kept getting on top of it.
And the pinstriping looks nice on this thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, it's a convertible too?
Yeah. It's got some unique features.
Wow. But even as you put a
Custom rears. Yeah, custom rear.
that's pretty rad.
Yeah. And look where the exhaust comes out.
Oh, dang. Is this like your baby?
Kind of at the moment, yeah. It's,
Yeah.
You know. It's got a 428 Cobra Jet motor with a dual quad intake, so that's an 8-barrel.
Wow. That is.
Judd did it all. This was his car. He ended up buying it for my brother.
It's super clean.
And then we ended up, after he restored it, he actually had it. He moved to Florida. I told you about that. He had moved to Florida and took the car with him, and this was his daily driver. House. And I posted that probably. This is Thundero.
Thundero?
Thundero.
What is this?
Thundero.
Did you guys make this?
Well, this is another Judd project. Sort of. It started out where the original person cut it back right here. And then it had a pop-up tent in the back for camping. But it was all Bondo. It was a terrible job up here.
Yeah.
So we ended up taking another section of roof from a T-Bird, and that made it look more like a Ranchero.
Oh, nice.
You know, more so than what it was.
That's crazy. And then the whole top has like the whole back has a.
Yeah, this opens up like normal. It does not have a full. It had a fold down tailgate, but I go, why do you need a fold down tailgate for 4 inches? You know, so we didn't do that.
Took that out.
Yeah, I don't know if it's will open without the key. Yeah, it's locked. But
Dang.
anyway, and it needs polishing and cleaning. And I have.
That's cool.
There's you can see all the control arms.
Dang.
All that's all parts up above there.
That's cool. Are these convertibles? They're just inherently a pain in the butt to get working?
Well, it's just a convertible top because there's so many aspects to it. So you have hydraulics, you have electrical, hydraulics, electrical, and well, not vacuum so much on the back end of these, but you know, a lot of relays.
Dang, that thing. The interior doesn't seem like it's that bad a shape, huh?
No. Not too bad. Gotta be careful. This one is another M code 62 Roadster.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this one, because it's not color-wise, I think there's a couple of them with white with red interiors. I haven't checked the registry lately, but I know there's at least 1 or 2. But it's going to be, instead of a 1 of 1, it's going to be a 1 of 3 maybe.
Oh, dang.
M code Roadsters that have the red interior. So that's the original tonneau on it.
Oh, dang.
And it had I think this one had a leather interior. Power seats.
That's so cool.
I got this, so I traded this in 2 other.
Oh, that must be him, huh?
Yeah. That would be my guess.
Smokey. Please tell me he's a Smokey and the Bandit fan.
Oh, I was asking about it. Oh, nice. One of the last big properties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 1980 to 86 version right there. Yeah, I'm not sure which one, because they're all very similar. Sat around, but I kept it nice because it had original paint job on it. Only had 60,000 original miles on it. But I ended up selling it for like $12,000 on eBay. You know, turn right.
Yeah.
And they're off that street.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it now. There's another one.
Yep.
Any short wides?
What's that?
Any Ford short wides? In other words, that's a decent sized backhoe. Track hoe.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Get that up and running, you can do some damage with it around here, huh?
Well, we it run, but $600 a piece for the batteries.
Oh, really?
There it sits.
Yeah, she's buried.
And there it sits for, I don't know how long. Long time.
Looks kind of like some of the stuff at my house. It had tags on it till then.
Since 05?
Yeah. Well, the last, I mean, it doesn't mean it didn't sit any earlier because those tags are good for 2 years. That's when it's got a special Landau hubcap on the front.
The power windows?
Yeah. Just the mains and the rears. No AC. me see if this doors.
Really?
Yeah.
You want some help?
Yeah, hold that.
Yeah.
I knew what you meant.
Trying.
Yeah, well, those hinges, you gotta be careful you don't pop the rivets on. Okay. Yeah, it's had critters in there.
What's the motor in there?
390. Yeah, it's a 390. That's an interesting aftermarket vacuum tank there.
I was going to ask you about
Yeah,
that.
that's not stock. Somebody added that. They were probably trying to supply vacuum to the carb. I don't think it has the original intake on it. Well, maybe it does. But it looks like a 2100 two-barrel.
Oh.
Doesn't that look like a two-barrel in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. So that engine is not the original engine in it. I don't think. It's either that or the intake is different, but it's definitely got a different intake on it. Interesting. Yeah.
I gotta sort things out, move things around. There's a lot of
Right.
scrap metal in here I need to pick up.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But even at that, you want to be careful because there's actually the body panels are pretty decent on it. I mean, I don't know if that fender's rotted out at the bottom, but it's
Not bad shape.
It's not horrible, yeah. I mean, this could be. Did you have? You said there's no title though, right?
I'll ask tomorrow.
Oh, that doesn't have a power seat either.
I wonder how many miles are on this thing.
Well, you look down at the brake pedal and you see how much wear it has, and then you read the numbers, and if it says 43,000, it's 143,000. I don't know if you can zoom in on it or not.
Or just deal with the critters, I guess, huh? 31,000.
Right, so it's at least 131,000. By looking at the brake pedal and the accelerator pedal, you can tell.
I never thought to think about that.
You can buy new ones.
Yeah.
And put new ones in there, but then it's kind of obvious that that's not the case. Cause,
Matt, don't you say? I don't remember seeing the green color in that year.
yeah, because that's you can tell in here usually because see on the T-Birds, the body color went into the engine bay.
Oh yeah.
So if you see one that's painted black and it has a different color on the outside, you know somebody's messed with it.
Yeah. Right.
So you can always tell from that. Not always. I mean, like again, somebody could have painted it, but obviously that didn't happen to this car. And I'm even guessing it's possible this car's never had a repaint. You know.
Oh, I wouldn't imagine it. I mean, looking at the patina, I wouldn't imagine that it's been repainted.
Yeah, I don't think it has. I mean, it's had goats laying on it or some sort of critter getting up
Goats,
there.
yeah, there was a lot of goats
That's
up
what
there.
I figured. Yeah, that's what did that to the roof.
Yeah, well, they touched everything
Yeah,
here.
we have goats.
Yeah, there were some goats.
That's funny. Well, you got a couple Subarus, or no, that's not a Subaru there, is it? That is.
Yeah.
That's
I
Ford.
got a.
You have a better spot.
They're all buildable.
Right.
Because I own so much, they let me put one house on it.
Oh.
Because they're all.
Kind of a treat for me because I don't get to do this very often.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
a couple years ago, I went down, some guy down in way outside Eugene, and he had a bunch of Mopar stuff, but he had a T-Bird that we bought from him, a convertible T-Bird. But they dealt in Mopar, so they had a whole bunch of Challengers and
Watch your step here.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Challengers. Boy, that'd be nice to see something.
Oh yeah, they must have had 50 of them down there of various, you know. That's cool.
Oh, rad.
That's really cool.
Jim Estes come out and look at it.
Oh, did you? Jim came out?
Yeah.
Okay, I know Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the CAD's over here.
Yeah, I see that. That was the same color mine, white.
Yeah.
Those were cool cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the fins.
Fins on that, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's
62, they got rid of, they kind of downplayed the lower one,
Yeah.
and the top one was a little smaller.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
the back post was a little thicker on those. I
Yeah,
think.
there was. Yeah.
a little wider, I mean.
But it had a 390, I think, in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you looking to get out of that?
Well, I'm, I don't know, somewhere around 5.
Yeah. And it's a 32 or 31?
It's a 31.
31, okay.
Yeah.
That was the car that, well, 31, it was a 31 pickup truck that my neighbor had growing up as a kid that he spent years restoring.
Yeah.
Inside
does it have a rumble seat, or is it?
I haven't been able to get the
to get it open,
but
okay. Yeah.
I think.
I mean, it might.
Jim thought it might.
Yeah, it might. It's got the handle on it like
Yeah,
that,
it's got
so
the
it's real
handle on
possible.
the
Yeah.
side,
Right. Yeah.
It's locked and I can't get it open.
Right. Okay.
And,
Well, the keys are right there. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I don't know if they're in there or not.
he noticed some parts under the hood that that nobody finds anymore. There's some little drip trays and things that,
No, they're not reproducing, or
Yeah.
Well, everybody's
People
hot
just took them all off.
Well, they're hot rodding them, so
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
thing. So
Yeah, but this would be, I mean, I'd want this thing on a Corvette frame,
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And heck with this original stuff.
Right.
I'm not into that.
Yeah. No kidding. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's gonna have a little bit of.
A little hard to get around to see the
Yeah.
cab if you want to.
Yeah, you got a lot of cleaning up to do.
Oh yeah. I gotta pull.
I was gonna say, it kind of looks like my garage.
I gotta pull all this. I gotta pull the cars out and then just start demolish the building.
Is there some structural issues with it, or is it?
Well, there's no roof on it, and the roof's collapsing.
Oh yeah, and there's junk
But
up there too. Probably.
there's thousands of dollars worth of wood.
Wood here, yeah, there is.
Yeah, you go.
Holy
try to
cow.
Buy a,
That's TNG? Is that TNG up there?
It probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of looks like it might be,
Yeah,
but
and that's
yeah.
big stuff.
But it's at least big stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
And the beams in here.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all sistered up, but that's okay. That's
So.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty straight. It's got a little ding here in the.
Yeah, but you're wanting to keep that one to fix it up,
Well,
right?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
This would be the one that I'd be interested in.
Sure. Yeah.
But I'll yank him out of here and
Decide then.
see what happens.
Yeah, this I'm thinking it definitely has the rumple seat because it's got the pads for
the
step
step.
up. Yep, the step on that one there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Cool. That's how we do it.
You spend a lot of time cutting
Kind
those things
of,
out,
it's
too,
true. Yeah, yeah.
And then you got to mix them in with some other stuff.
Yes.
I took probably 6 dumpsters of scrap.
Yeah.
I wanted to take one of the reclining seat. I wanted to buy one off a Dick just so I could just slap it in there, but I already reupholstered mine, so
yeah,
it's like
the base would be correct with the
oh nice.
Monroe.
President's Row.
Yeah, so
Monroe.
all these cross streets are all named after presidents.
That's cool.
Mike's Drive-In's an old drive-in kind of place. It's cool.
That's nice.
Yeah, they still use it.
That's cool.
That one's jumping at them street.
So are we closer to Eugene or are we heading more
No, we're
towards
more
Portland?
towards Portland. Yeah. Yeah, Eugene's a couple hours that way,
Oh, gotcha.
south of us. This is Washington Street, and then there's a thing in the basement of that building. It's I think that's the Hive Social they call it. Anyway, it's like a bar, but you have to have you have to know the password of the day to get into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. And I think they do food, but it's like finger foods and things. That's their old courthouse right there, which they're building a new one. So they still need that courthouse.
Okay.
Oh, that's the governor.
Really?
That's the governor right there talking.
That's funny. That's cool. Just caught the governor
right,
on the news.
Yeah, that's the governor
funny.
right there talking.
These buildings are cool.
Yeah, Don Pepe's, they're pretty good too. And then this is the old bridge, which they redid, but they didn't make it any wider, so you really have to be careful going across this.
Oh,
You've got
nice.
2 trucks go passing each other, you got to bring your mirrors in. Judd's had to replace his mirror twice.
Oh, really?
Because he's got a big dually and he takes it on this. I go, you're nuts. I go, I don't even like taking my truck on it.
That's
This
cool.
is a dually.
Oh, there's the river down there. Huh?
Yeah, and they're widening the main bridge down there. That's what all that construction's from. And then the falls are over here. It's going to be kind of hard to see. We'll probably have to stop and look at the falls, but you can see the mist coming up from there. So those falls are the second largest falls by volume in the United States.
Oh, really?
Niagara's first. This is second.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
The volume
pretty
of
good
water.
size, then, huh?
Yeah, the volume of water that passes over it is Willamette. But the Willamette goes down through Portland. But we're Westland and the Pete's Mountain up there on the hill. That's Westland. Then over on this side is Westland, and then over the hill a little bit is Lake Oswego, and that's where all the famous people and the basketball players for the for the Portland Trailblazers, they all live up in those areas.
Oh, gotcha.
This is like the most expensive real estate in Oregon, right around this area. And hardware, you can get Ace. It was a hardware store too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
So Lee is Griff's son,
Okay.
and anyway, that's kind of funny that door was unlocked. Maybe Griff must have come in through that door. This is just new product in here, and mostly the smaller stuff.
Right on.
Yeah. And then this is more of the same. I don't see anything. I'm gonna see who's here. I saw you testing doors.
Yeah.
These are all samples of seats, so when we're testing or anybody wants to rebuild theirs, we have them send it to us, and then we usually have a sample to go by to figure out what needs to go on it and what we need to test. Actually, some of these are probably for sale because it seems like a lot more than what you would have on the various years of cars we have, so probably some multiples in there.
Right on.
Yeah. This is some tooling that we do, some bending of certain products in-house. Like this makes the 64.5 front license plate bracket.
Oh, that's cool.
So we buy the raw stock and we put it in there. We have a little press downstairs that we can press and make that. This makes rear muffler hangers.
Oh, dang.
That tooling does that. And then these are the front Kel drain tubes for the 64 to 66.
Dang.
We just got those in. And then carpeting
Carpet
normally, carpet kits used to go from there all the way to the other end. But because of shipping costs, we've kind of cut back and we drop ship almost every one now.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. Unless it's overseas, then I tell them they're gonna have to wait, and I have to order it in. They have to pay shipping into us, which is about $40 to $50 a pop. So it gets kind of spendy. Down here,
Headers, huh?
those are headers for actually 429, 460. I just had those out at the swap meet, so I gotta get those listed on eBay.
That's cool.
They go for about 900, almost $900. But I'll probably just put them on eBay and see what happens. You actually do an auction maybe with it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Sure. 64 to 6 die cut fender skirt seals.
Oh, nice. I actually think I bought one of these from you.
Yeah, you might have. Yeah. And then we got the front bushings, the bushings for the shocks.
Oh, yeah.
The upper and the lower. Those are like that. They just fall. Oh, this is one that people don't realize we even have, and it's kind of a weird piece to replace. It's not cheap, but everybody needs one. It's one of those things that eventually we need to do a video on, as far as how to install it. But we made the piece that's always cracked right here and here for the
no
for
kidding.
the ashtray for the front of the console.
Dang.
So, and like I said, we're not marketing geniuses, but are you recording this?
Yeah.
Anyway, so this piece here
That's cool.
is for the 64 to 6 flip tray on the center console. Mm-hmm. And most of them are cracked here and here.
Yep.
Because of the stress point right here. So we actually built this up. This is actually a little built up a little bit more than the original, where the original came to more of a corner.
Oh, gotcha.
So this is built up a little better, so the cracking won't happen. But anyway, this piece is available, and it takes a little bit to install it because the original ones have rivets. You got to drill out the rivets and then put a little small screw and
hold
nut
it.
to hold it in place.
That's cool though. That's super cool. That thing looks, that's like brand, you guys remanufactured that.
Yeah, we made
though.
those new. Right.
What is all this stuff?
That is, well, that's sheet metal, but I think it's sheet metal for a 50s Ford. It's identified, but we bought that in a group purchase when we bought Bob Cook way back in the day.
Oh, gotcha.
People know about, not everybody knows, but anyway, there's a 65 to 67 Thunderbird script,
Oh, nice.
which is a licensed product for from Ford Motor Company too. But most of the dealers have been out of those, so we brought them back. Then this is a lot of suspension parts, things like wire loom.
Dang. Tons of, oh, you even have heads and AC unit.
Yeah, that's a bunch of air conditioning units, and that's only some of them.
Dang.
And these are all non-Thunderbird NOS parts,
Oh, gotcha.
which is, that's this whole row that's all boxed up. These are all fender skirts.
Hubcaps.
And
Dang.
a few non-Thunderbird hubcaps. That's what a lot of this is. This is like
Oh,
a
gotcha.
lot of swap meet kind of stuff. And then we have re-chrome bumpers. A few over there, and then some over here.
Oh, nice.
Which we're one of the few dealers that actually offers re-chrome bumpers.
They're like brand new. Do you guys you basically re-chrome?
We have
Just
them sent
re-chrome?
out, and and then they get re-chromed and sent back to us.
Right on. Yeah, those are expensive.
They're not cheap; they're expensive to do. So,
Yeah.
and exhaust systems, and these are all horns. These are all the snail horns, which are kind of a universal product, so they can be sold and used on any old car.
Right on.
Space basically up here. Now, you're kind of on the younger side, but do you know that I used to practice in that room?
This building looks like it's 100 years old.
It is. It was built in the 20s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang, a ton of grills and
Yeah.
T-Bird stuff. That's cool.
These are all water pumps in these crates. So
Oh, really?
We've made all the Thunderbird water pumps, which also fit other Fords because they're not Thunderbird exclusive.
Yeah.
But those are all full of water pumps.
Dang.
Those are empty on that side, but we have to buy, a couple 300 at a time.
Yeah.
A big number. These are all floor mats, 55 to 60 technically, but they work on all the T-Birds. Then we have a 62 convertible up top.
Oh, dang.
Runs, drives, been, gone through. I think we got the top working on it. It just needs to be finished or sold for a project.
Right on.
And
This
then
is a beautiful car, too,
Yeah,
huh?
this is a 63, one of one. It's the only one in this color that's an M code. So it was originally a factory tri-power car. The only options it had was the tri-power and a leather interior. So
It's a super pretty car. Was this isn't
that's
stock,
the original color.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had it was surface rusty, so we scuffed it down and repainted it.
Gotcha.
And then most of the paint on this car is original. We reshot this side and replaced the fender because it had a little fender bender up here.
Oh, gotcha.
But most of the paint on the trunk and on the other side of the car is original.
Damn, it's a super nice car.
It's only got 60-some-odd thousand miles on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But of course the tri-power was taken off because that was a common thing to do back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they couldn't keep them in tune.
Do you think it adds any value if you have a non-tri-power car to add it? Do you think it'd add any value? Not really.
It adds the value of the tri-power,
Yeah.
just the part itself. On the back of
Oh, nice.
there you have your Hondas,
Yeah. Ton of fenders,
Yeah.
hoods. That's super cool. Are you building these up or just kind of Parting them out?
Some of them are being parted out. That's actually a 61 convertible under that. It just
really?
has a hard top sitting on top of it right now for storage.
That's funny.
But I mean, that one should be brought back to life. We would sell that as is to somebody if they wanted a 61 convertible.
That's cool.
This is a 66, which we've been parting out. It's a 428 car, and it still has its 428 motor in it. So
nice.
That's worth some money to somebody that just wants the 428 engine.
Is the 428 the exact same as a 390, or are they?
Oh, there's a big difference.
I mean, as far as like mechanical parts.
Size of it, you know, I've had both, and driving a car with a 428, you could tell the difference between a 390 and a 428. Yeah, we have more engines back in here, and
that one looks like it's. You guys rebuilding this one?
I don't remember what we're doing with that one. One of those is a 428 also. I think this one is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dang. Super cool.
You know, drilling, cutting. This one's set up right now specifically for brake boosters. So this is our brake booster rebuild shop over here.
Oh,
so
dang.
this is where we rebuild brake boosters.
What is this like a full car wiring?
Oh yeah, that is a complete harness of a 65 maybe. I'm trying to remember which one we did. Yeah, it's a complete working harness of a 65. So you can actually turn that on and test individual components on it. Yeah, Griff made that.
That's rad.
The metal strips are a ground, so all that's attached to the ground. Yeah.
That's pretty rad.
Complete working harness. So if somebody calls us and it looks like it's a 66 because he does have the overhead console for a Landau and Town Coupe, or he just added that. I'm not sure which. But,
oh, I see.
But anything from a 64 to 66 you can test on that board.
That's super cool. And it even, does it connect to the door too for the windows?
No, this door here is what we use to test power window motors with.
Oh, right on.
So we actually, when we rebuild them, he comes down here with the motor and hooks it up. Either switches that head out if it's a 65, 66 type, or if it's earlier, then he uses that style head on the regulator. Air conditioning parts, condensers, steering columns, glass, which we don't sell a lot of used glass because it's used glass. People call and want it, and you go, well, you want one that might have a little scratch in it?
Yeah.
I mean, some people it's fine, but...
Even air cleaners.
Air cleaners. It's a little skinny. And then...
And these
are
for...
all 4100 carburetors and distributors.
Dang. You got a ton of carburetors. Holy cow.
Yep.
Ton of distributors. That T-Bird of mine, I had to go through like 4 distributors. I kept getting bad ones.
Oh,
I was buying them on eBay.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Even the door panels, is that old stock or that's used or is that?
That's just used, yeah. Sometimes, but they're usually, if we have a nice one, it's usually the right one. That's even got a tear in there, and that's a 64. But usually everybody wants the left, the driver's side, because that's the one that's shot.
Oh.
So, you know, the Holy Grail. So we have a couple. I got a 1959 NOS grill, 62 NOS grill.
Dang.
Which I could probably sell for between $50 to $100 a piece. To somebody that rebuilds Hollies.
Yeah.
Yeah. This room back here. I don't know. Did we put a good light? No, we didn't put a good light in there yet. I gotta fix that.
This place just keeps going and
it
going
does.
and going.
These are A's. Do I have? Those are the early ones.
The full convertible top.
Yeah. It's froze up. We gotta unstick it.
Are these wire wheels?
Oh, I got more of those down here.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are original wire wheels in these boxes there, and I have another dozen or so upstairs. These are the.
Oh, cool.
So in here we got. This is a '66 convertible that we got from Southern Oregon.
Oh, nice.
And it's an original cloth interior car. So if somebody wanted to redo this in cloth again, we would order in the material the cloth material from the SMS fabrics by the yard, and then we would send it off to another T-Bird dealer to have it sewn up.
Oh, right on.
So that it would be like original.
But these are the original. These
That's
are the original
upholstery
seats.
and original inserts. Yeah.
They didn't have the emblem up here, huh?
I don't. Well, you're not recording, right?
Oh. So are these really hard to figure out? They seem like such a daunting task to me. To fix.
I don't get the electronic side of it. The hydraulic side's not so bad.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of limit switches. So our recommendation is if you've purchased a car and the top's not working, is first replace, or I should say, have all the limit switches cleaned up and repaired.
Oh, okay.
So you remove all the limit switches, send them to us for us to do, or if you're handy, you can do it yourself. You got to be careful taking them apart because they are spring loaded, so parts can go flying. Especially on a 64-6, if you have that upper back panel hockey puck looking thing. Literally, we have to open those up inside of a box.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the parts will go springing everywhere. But there are rebuilt ones of those available. This is a 62 True Sports Roadster. So this car is 100% original.
That's cool.
And you can tell by the, wrinkled leather seats. But it's got its grab bar. It's a factory AC car.
Oh, damn. I didn't know it came with a grab bar like that. That's cool.
The Roadster does. The Sports
really?
Roadster does. 1962 and 63 only.
That's cool.
With the grab bar. And then it's going to be a wire wheeled car. And then
Such a cool car.
it'll have the Roadster the Roadster emblems on it down here. Now this is not an M code Roadster, which would have the tri-power intake. So this has the normal, basically a normal 390.
So this was for, I didn't know that.
Sports
so that's
Roadster,
just the Sports
62,
Roadster
63
emblem.
Sports Roadster only, and that's the emblem. It's also on the tonneau cover. So there's
That's
three of
cool.
them that are used per car.
The engine seems like it's in decent shape, huh?
Well, that's what it looks like when you paint the air cleaner. But yeah. Anyway,
Fair enough.
no, it's actually it is a running driving car. We're just working on getting the convertible top mechanism back into shape.
Oh, right on.
And we may restore this car, or we may sold it as is if somebody wants a true Roadster project.
Yeah, that's a cool car.
Then this one over here is a 65 red convertible.
Oh, nice.
It was originally owned by Jerry Frank, which to most people in the country means nothing, but if you're from the Pacific Northwest, he was part of Meyer and Frank department stores.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he was one of the owners of Meyer and Frank, but he was into Thunderbirds and liked Ford, so this car had an actual original car phone in it.
No way, really?
Yeah, it doesn't right now. There's a Ford emblem where the holes were in the dash.
Dang.
Where the careful of the oil
Yep.
over there. Where the phones were, when the phone was mounted in the dash, it has a little Ford emblem. You can kind of see that.
Oh, yeah.
And then in the back, which we've already covered up, it had a hole for the whip antenna. Because back in the day, you had to make a call to an operator, and then the operator would put through your call to whoever you wanted to call. You gave them the number.
That's so cool.
But that was from 1965. They had a car phone.
Dang, I didn't know they had car phones in
They had them before
65.
that. They had them in the 50s.
Really?
Yeah, because Jerry actually owned, I don't know if it was a 55 or 57, but he was an original owner of 55-7 T-Bird, and he had a car phone in that one too.
That is so rad. I didn't know that.
I mean, it was a bit of a system to make your calls, and I can't remember if it was a relay. I don't remember how they worked,
Yeah.
but
And this emblem in the dash you're saying was...
that was where the holes were for the phone itself. That's where he had
Oh,
it
really?
mounted. Somebody put that in there to cover up the holes.
That's so wild. So you guys are restoring this one
Yeah,
then?
so that car, yeah, and he passed away a couple years ago, and I didn't know when he was going to pass, but if we were further along with the car, I was hoping to take it to his memorial service, but that didn't happen.
Dang. It's almost done.
Yeah, it's almost done. This is our most recent acquisition, 65 convertible.
That's pretty.
Yeah, so it's a red with a red leather interior.
That's awesome.
And we're just working on the top. That's why the clamps are on there, because we replaced the wiring harness with a brand new wiring harness. And from there, we have to hook the hydraulics up, and we're going to be testing it this next week.
Dang.
So this car will be for sale.
Man, that's nice. Did you guys have to do a lot of restoration, or was it
No, the car was pretty much as you see it. It just they didn't have the top wasn't working.
Oh, gotcha.
So we were working on the top mechanism, the hydraulics, and the electronics.
Right on.
But they had cut most of the wiring that goes to the relays, and we're kind of dinking around with it that way. And we went ahead and just tore out the harness completely and put a brand new one in. It was just
nice.
easier to do. Kind of a high expense, but it's worth it.
Just take care of all of it at once.
Very rare Caspian blue, which is almost black. It'll look black on your screen, but it's actually a dark blue. We put a cool lighter color blue top on it, which matches the two-tone interior. And we put the Roadster package on it. So it has a tonneau cover, wire wheels, grab bar, all that stuff.
Wow.
Not a true Roadster, but it has the Roadster added package to it.
That's awesome.
And then this one's a red and white interior. You got the console in it.
Oh, dang.
And the engine is all done. We're working on the top.
Oh, nice.
It'll be a white car exterior, and then it'll have a red convertible top. And those are the correct colors for the engine bay with the yellow valve covers for 1960.
Dang, that's cool.
Yeah, I got a piece of metal for the
Oh,
glass beater.
oh, okay.
Shelby tail lights. Quick change rear end.
It's a 420. Is it a 429?
429 Cobra Jet.
Yeah, 429 Cobra Jet.
Oh, man.
To put them on there, I had to relocate 2 other holes on each side. Then I had to cut the cowl panel and sit back on both sides so it would clear that when I pulled it up and closed it down. But I got them on there. And then this side here, this panel on the side here,
Yeah.
is totally different than this one. I didn't have no trouble over here, but this one goes down and then it goes to an angle. So I had to cut the big hunk off the bottom of that hinge. You can't tell it, but
Oh, really?
to make it, get it in there, make it work, yeah. I'm in there on the saw cutting up $600 worth of hinge. Well,
So it's tell me the specs again. So it's a
it's a 429.
429 Cobra Jet, the police interceptor.
Well, it's not a police interceptor. It's got the police
Headers.
exhaust manifolds on it.
Okay. And then, did you put a cam in it?
Oh, it's all camped up, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
This thing
just
really
figured,
barks,
you know.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Of course, it hasn't. It's all I got is its headers on it right now. I ain't got the exhaust on it. You know.
Oh, really?
This fucking really barks. I'm telling you.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah. It's got a C6 automatic transmission in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's the one you use for just normally driving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you want to go racing,
Yeah.
so you can ram that back.
Okay.
Now you're loaded up for 3 gears. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So it. Okay.
Normally you just use this one,
Okay.
but this loads them up, you know, for the.
Okay.
Then you just go 1, 2, 3. You went through 3 gears right there. You know, bang, bang, bang. You know.
That's cool. Super.
This is good. Yeah, I don't know if you saw this one. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for the help, guys. We've never. All we have is the poster. We wrote that on. people, whoa!
That's funny.
No, I shouldn't. Yeah, it's much better. Don't tell them.
Where's I always point out the one. That one. Oh, this here it is here. This car is in Finland.
Oh, really?
63, and it's his 2 little girls in the back, right? Well, this was an actual regular film photograph that was taken that the guy sent from Finland to before 1994, probably. I forget what the date was on it.
Dang.
So his little girls were. So this guy from Finland comes through the door with these 2 grown-up gals,
young ladies.
Yeah, young ladies.
Yeah.
And they're looking at all the pictures
So
and
this
going
is
on.
very good.
And they stop and they look at that and they go, "Wait, that's us in our car." From way
Really?
back when, yeah, it was funnier than
The
heck.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that's our car. Wait a
That's
minute, that's
us.
us.
That's cool.
That was really funny.
Never just.
I'm gonna have to send you a picture so I can add ghost to the wall.
Add to the wall.
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice one too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Do we have our sports roadster up?
I don't think we actually have our sports roadster.
We gotta put that up. Now, did you see this one down here?
Yeah. That's
64, and people actually for their,
Oh, that's you.
yeah, you got it.
that was our wedding.
That's their wedding.
So we had kind of a tradition in our family starting early on to have the T-Birds available. That was my friend's 64, and he actually still owns that car today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was our junior high school, one of the teachers, and a neighbor of his just lived down the street from him that owned the car, and it only had 30,000 miles on it when he bought it. Right now, it only has 60,000 miles on it.
That's cool.
So it's the, yeah, you look at stuff. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh.
The mustache gave it away. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
No,
That was the style back then.
he hasn't changed at all. Yeah.
That's cool.
Just
Dang, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice holes there, but
Your head over here meets with the Willamette.
oh dang.
Yeah. They do a festival, carnival thing down in here every year, July, I think it is.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, that's Highway 99 over there, which is the Highway 99 that goes all the way down to California, basically.
Oh dang.
And that was the main road before they built the freeway. Looks like that was a teardown and they completely rebuilt it.
Oh dang.
Barry has actually, he's got a book that he put out called Ignited, which is pretty awesome. It's about his testimony and how God's worked in his life. That dude is constantly, he's constantly witnessing to people.
Oh really?
Yeah, like the FBI, things like that. He's talking to people.
That's cool. That thing is. Keep getting
Public fishing dock.
like me, man.
So
I like
these are the
exploring.
locks right here. So these are actual locks that they use to bring the ships up and down
Oh really?
the river, yeah. Right, going back that way.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. Did you ever jump the rocks when you were a kid, or jump off the bridge?
Down, no. Members only. No trespassing. That's interesting. So where does this go? So they got all the barges out here where they're working on the bridge. These are all for the bridge construction because they're adding another lane each direction.
Oh, gotcha.
I guess there's houses.
That'd be a nice place to live.
Oh, here you go. There's your place. For sale.
I wonder how much it is.
Yeah, there's no thingy on it, is there?
No. Oh, there's a big barge right there.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's out fishing today. I have a feeling, am I at the end of my line here? I think
Oh,
so.
really?
But I hadn't seen it yet.
It's clean, huh?
Yeah, no AC. I probably do. ¿Qué pasó?
Thing's super clean, huh?
Yeah. Just needs, like, I'd replace the seat covers.
Yeah. Dang.
I ain't touching it.
Sucker's clean.
This is a Brazilian.
Yeah, yeah. So that's...
No, I had it too long. Found just my.
Yeah.
So right perfect, don't sell it. Just went to a movie shoot. It doesn't suck. It was an S code originally.
Right.
And then they did this.
A little lean.
Are we coming in the back door or
Here
what?
we are. That's all right. Got a Mark II over here. Those are pretty rare.
That's pretty cool.
That's I call that the little bird on steroids, because it looks a lot like the.
It does,
little
huh?
bird. Yeah. Yeah, that's buried back there pretty good.
Dang.
I want to be careful going in. That one's been there a while, I think. Swing is a 390. Ford truck, like I was talking about, this is like exactly the one that I grew up that they were making.
Oh, that's cool.
It's identical to it. You ever seen a fuel injected, original fuel injected 4.0 platform, right?
I didn't know they had fuel injection
So
for.
this is a 283. Only 26 were produced, only 10 with fuel injection.
Wow.
That's how rare this car is. Yeah.
It's a beautiful car.
59. We had a 59 wagon when I grew up as a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had a 59 wagon. Same back end as this big old back end. The 57 bird in the corner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
A little hostage. Like I used to do a burn pile down there. There's so much of that, but I need to get a good rake behind the tractor.
Dang.
Haul it all.
It's a huge yard.